Well, howdy, 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 everybody. Teresa here, just me and the critters. Brad's outside with Nixie right now, and I'm sorry that I'm coming on so late. And as you can probably tell, I'm not feeling very well. I'll get to that in a minute. I'll probably be interrupting this off and on because I took water pills. You guys all know what that means. But anyway, it is June 4th, 2018. It is Monday evening at 6:40 p.m. The weather is, it is 93 degrees right now. It feels like 96. The high today was 93. The low will be 65 beautiful degrees. It's been quite warm today. Let me see. I'm trying to clear off all my stuff so I can pull up some stats for you guys. Humidity is at 38%. We didn't get any rain today. The wind is at 11 miles per hour, light from the northwest. The air quality is a 39, which is good. And the sunrise is at 6:35, and the sunset will be at 8:36. Not supposed to have any rain all week, so that'll be kind of nice, in a way. Saturday night, I had to make some notes because I don't really remember too much. When Brad got off work, we, since we had gone to run a few errands Friday night, Dollar Tree, and, we stopped at Burger King and used that coupon. We didn't, that was our date. So, Saturday night, I had some chicken that I'd already cooked and then refrozen, and then Brad made a noodle mix, and we had a garden salad with it. And, I made a apple crumble pie, which was really good. I didn't make the pie crust. I don't like making pie crust, and I don't know what happened to my rolling pin. If I had a rolling pin, I would still make my own pie crust, but I just bought some, the Pillsbury dough, but it's like the Great Value that you just roll into a pan. And then I did the crumble topping. And the best way I've ever found to do the crumble topping is make sure you use brown sugar or brown sugar blend. And also, you do it if you have a KitchenAid, it's so much easier. And then I did start another hat, and I started another classic painting, normal painting, and then I'm working on some pours that I've done, enhancing those. And I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, so now we're on to Sunday. Sunday, when I got up, I cooked potatoes Saturday night. It wasn't a noodle mix, it was potatoes. Because we cook extra, so we could use some for Sunday morning breakfast. You know, how you just do the potatoes with the onions, spices in the oven, cubed up.
And they were outstanding.
Thank you. And then you drizzle some olive oil. And we had cooked extra, so I cut up some bell peppers and cooked those in with the potatoes Sunday for brunch, and threw some cubed up ham in there, cooked all that together. Then on the side I cooked some eggs over medium. And that's what we had, and it was really good. We went for a ride for a little bit, and I needed to go to Dollar Tree. I'd forgotten a few cleaning items that I needed. I always get my cleaning items normally from Dollar Tree. And let me see if I can. Yeah, that's a little bit better for lighting.
Are you getting glare? Or?
No, I just really dark. But so we stopped there and got a few items. Went for a bit of a ride, and we even stopped because I asked Brad if he minded if we stopped and got the big dog, Charlie, because, he needs a social life, evidently. So, we did that, and then
we stopped and talked with Eddie.
We stopped and talked with Eddie, and Eddie was so happy to see us, especially Brad. Your thing is going to fall. It's barely on there, honey. Yeah. And Brad, I was talking to Brad about I would really love to do some painting on some different surfaces. I really want to do some big paintings, but the canvases are so expensive. And that's why I usually go with, some people call them canvas panels, Some people call them canvas boards. That's usually why I go with those. They're a little bit cheaper, you know, but I'd like to have some really big ones. And, you know, like 20 by 30s or something. And I talked to him about maybe some wood or something. And Brad's done a lot of woodworking in his life. And not in a few years, but, you know, once it's like a bicycle. Once you do it, you don't lose it. And so, you know, we were talking about a piece that he had hit the sides of it deliberately with the Dremel tool, kind of cut notches in it, and then he had charred the edges, making it look really weathered, very cool. And then he said, well, what would be nice is if we could get some of those nice round, or those nice slabs of fresh cut, you know, wood and stuff. Years ago when I was in junior high, my aunt and uncle were cutting firewood, and they got this one nice, real long piece off a tree. And it's got all the bark and stuff, you know, and then the center one I did a sunset in. We still have that. And he said he was going to talk with our friend Eddie, who is known around here as the Peanut Man. Real character. Hard-working little guy, too.
Yeah, he is.
He really is. He's always busting his butt and stuff. And, you know, he's had some hard times and stuff. And, but, so Brad said, well, we're going to go down that way. We're going down a path here. We'll see if Eddie's working today. And he was, and we stopped and talked with him, and he's going to be able to probably hook me up with some nice pieces of wood to paint on. You know, and that would be nice. What I'm trying to gear up for and hoping for, and we're really going to start pushing, I would like to have some gallery showings, or even have some of my work put in some shops on commission even. And that would be really nice. I would really like to. I want to get my name out there and stuff. That's always been my lifelong dream. I want to, when I leave this earth, I want, and that's why I enjoy giving paintings to friends and stuff, for them to be able to say, you know, that was an expression of her. That was kind of a piece from her. Because I paint very much from my instincts and from my heart and stuff. Brad says, what do you say about I'm never as at home as I am when I have a paintbrush in my hand?
Something like that.
You know, but I really would like to be able to, if I could sell just even a few pieces enough to buy more supplies, I'll be happy. And for me, it's not about making a lot of money. It's just about being able to buy more supplies so I can keep, you know, and then you only have so much room for your artwork too. So that's what we're hoping for. And I will be back in a minute. Sorry about that. So anyway, that's what I'm hoping for long range with the artwork. Like I said, ever since I was a small child, that's how I kind of use my art as an escapism. Things were really going bad. You know, there's fighting and stuff. I could escape in my art. And, you know, it's kind of funny because you think a lot. Yes?
Oh, no, what I was going to say real quick
Okay.
is I can tell a difference in your mood if you haven't been in the art room in a few days.
Yeah.
So there's a couple times I thought, go to your room. But, you know,
Sometimes I tell you I need in there.
okay, I'm done. Love
Okay.
you.
Love you. That's always been a lifelong dream of mine. I was thinking about when I was in high school, and that was my dream. I just wanted to be an artist, you know. And thankfully for that, never too late to keep pursuing your dream. I would like to get into the local art scene. You know, just be known by other artists and know them, and, you know, have a how you say it? Camaraderie?
What?
Camaraderie?
Camaraderie?
There you go, thank you. I don't know how to say it, I know how to spell it. But that would be really nice. So we'll see. If it's meant to be, it'll be. So anyway, and then Brad grilled out hamburgers last night, and we had tater tots with it. And then I went in and I painted for a while. I'm doing a painting as a housewarming gift for a friend. you know, and then I'm also, like I said, finishing on some pours, and I'm still working on that one normal painting. It's a sunset, and I probably will finish. I'm thinking that the normal painting is probably going to be done tonight. If not, it's going to be real close, and I'm going to be finishing up. I need to seal some of my pores and stuff, and gonna probably work on the hat. I may not, though. If I don't get feeling better, I won't be in the art room tonight. We'll have to see how I feel. Which brings up, I don't know, guys, if you guys can tell, like since about the middle of last week, I started to not feel as good, and I've always had immune problems and stuff. I've just been born with, you know, that, and wasn't until a lot later in life they diagnosed me with immunodeficiency disease, and mine is a common variable type. And so what that means, I have a very low immune. I get sick very easily. I get a lot of infection and stuff. So, and I knew by Friday, I finished up the last of my antibiotics for my UTI on Wednesday. I knew by Friday I was getting in trouble already. I was hoping maybe I wasn't, but I knew definitely by Saturday morning. Went through the weekend, Brad calling this morning to the doctor going, hey, you know, she's got another one. The antibiotic she was on last time doesn't appear to be working, which is the big thing. My body will get used to an antibiotic. It will no longer work. And also, that one was in the sulfa category and was making me very sick to my stomach and stuff. So anyway, Brad's kind of fought with them. Well, he didn't fight with them, but the nurse, I don't think, reading my chart, she didn't read my chart, realize it's a lifelong thing with me. And he's like, well, have her try Azo and stuff. Brad's like, she uses Azo all the time. I'm like, I eat that like Tic Tac, please. So anyway, my doctor called in a different antibiotic. It's ciprofloxacin, and he even gave a refill on it. So, but we see her next Monday for checkups anyway. So I'll be doing that. I mainly slept today because I didn't sleep last night. Because you guys know, and I'm not trying to be too much TMI, but when you have a very bad infection, it feels like you have to urinate all the time. So you keep going in there and nothing happens, or else it's just a little trickle. But then you end up not sleeping because you feel like you have to go to the bathroom all the time and you don't want to, you know, wet your bed. So I didn't hardly get any sleep and stuff. So Brad was messing with calling the doctor and stuff. And I know Linda asked me why I don't call. I have kind of an anxiety about having to talk to doctors and stuff. I will if I have to, but Brad normally will do it for me. And he also was dealing with the landlord because our bottom step was rotting away, and so they were out there, him and the landlord and stuff, fixing it and everything. It was kind of a crazy morning, to say the least. And I'll be back in just a second. Okay, so anyway, also I wanted to talk about, let's see, it was Saturday, the hemp oil came in, both bottles, and I think I showed it, and we started taking it, and, you know, it doesn't taste that great, but it doesn't taste, it's not intolerable. I almost made the mistake of baking with it, and that's not the type that you should heat, which is fine. And so we've been taking it religiously, though, because we do find that as far as joint pain and stuff, that we already know the difference. Honest to goodness. We're sleeping a lot better. I mean, I would have I would have slept. I was really tired and stuff, except for just that infection. Brad's feeling better and everything. So we do find it helps. We do find it really helps, guys. So I'm sold on it. I am now. Like I said, I took the capsules before, and it didn't seem to really do anything for me. But this stuff really does. So I'm going to keep on it. Of course, we're going to talk to our doctor about next Monday and let her know and stuff. So I'm very happy if we can do something that will help without having to take any kind of narcotic painkillers and stuff. Which we don't is a score. So I did. Brad's such a sweet man, guys. I am so blessed. He gets down and stuff because he thinks like he's not a very good provider and stuff. And I'm like, it depends on how you judge it. I mean, we've been together 30 years. This August will be 30 years. We've been married. It's like, and I'm not a very materialistic person, either is he. We have a nice little life. I mean, I'm not going to complain. And like I said, he gets down and stuff, but he is such a wonderful guy. I mean, this morning, like I said, he's helping the landlord and stuff. And while I got up for a while, and then I went and laid back down after I ate a salad for lunch and stuff, and he vacuumed. I didn't even ask him to. He vacuumed. He cut up all the stuff for me to make pasta salad. He's out grilling chicken right now. And, yeah, very, very nice, In fact, he chewed me out because I got done. I sat out there. He cut up most of the stuff for the pasta salad. I still wanted to put some tomato in it, and I wanted to put some shredded cheddar in it. I always put like either ham or shrimp in the pasta salad, and then he has like olives and stuff in there, peas. But like I said, and the onions and stuff, I wanted to do the tomato in there and the frozen peas, and I had to get out the cheese and then make the sauce, and I had to cook the macaroni and stuff, the bow tie. And but I got all that together, had him taste it, and then he's chewing me out because I'm trying to pick up, and he's like, just go sit down and stuff, and so, but yeah, it really means a lot when you don't feel good. That poor guy, though, those ants outside are horrible. They're just, and see, he has such bad neuropathy, he doesn't have feeling in his feet. And all up until about it depends on the depth of the nerve damage as he goes. It's from the waist down, but as he goes higher, it's a little less. But they bite him so bad, and then that immediately gets kind of pussy. So I'm there with a peroxide and clean that all up, and I was clipping his toenails at the same time before he vacuumed, because he told me he was going to vacuum, and putting the anti-itch cream all over him because geez. But the off spray, the bug spray, doesn't do anything to deter them. So he went outside and sprayed them again, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. One thing I want to talk about, a couple of things, is customer service. And it really means a lot to me when you get really great customer service. You guys know I was talking last week about having ordered a bunch of this because it was still on sale there on Amazon. It's the OGX Beauty Pure and Simple. And we really love these body washes. They've been on an add-on, for the Prime, and they're like $4 to $5 a bottle for 19.5 ounces. And they really smell good. They really foam up nice. Brad likes them too. Well, this particular kind, which is the Sea Quenching plus Sea Mineral Moisture, and it smells so good, guys. It just does. It just smells really good. I really debate on whether to get this or not. You just ain't seen me, and I don't know. But anyway, I had ordered 2 of these, and they came in, and the cap was all busted. They all each come in a sealed bag, but it had leaked in the bag bad enough and stuff. It had even leaked out. It was all over the box and stuff. It leaked out about a third, and I had taken pictures and everything, and I contacted the seller on Amazon, and I told them what happened. I said, I have a picture if you need to see it. They responded right away. I mean, within probably an hour. No, they didn't need to see a picture. I didn't need to send it back or anything. They would get another one right in the shipped off to us. And this came in today. So I am very, very impressed. And like I said, if you guys like the eucalyptus scent, if you like the coconut oil scent, it's coconut oil and vanilla. There is the shea butter. I did not get that one because it was not on special. It was like $16 a bottle. But we got the oil of Morocco. And then, there's another one. I can't remember. It's kind of a blossom type. But anyway, we got all 5 types. And so, yeah. This is really a great deal. In fact, I ordered 2 of each kind. And so I have probably enough soap for, a couple years. You guys know about my soap fetish anyway. But Brad uses them too, so, he really likes them. And the other thing I wanted to talk about was the other day I went in, I followed Jan Carruthers for quite a while now and watched her video. She's a lovely woman over in the UK. She is such a beautiful woman and just so warm and loving. She does a lot of crochet and knitting. I don't know if she does knitting. I know she does crocheting. She has a ton of yarn and stuff. And her best friend Sue comes over quite often and stuff. And she's 72 years young. You would never know it. She looks like she's in her 50s. Seriously. But I hadn't gone into her live stream. I'd seen that she had been doing some, but I hadn't gone. Well, Saturday I went into her live stream. I tell you what, y'all, it was such a nice time. There was no fighting. There was no drama. Everybody picked up whatever they were working on yarn-wise, and we were all just kind of sitting there doing our stuff, chatting. We were chatting in the chat, and she would read and stuff. And I was so honored she remembered what my first name is. My first name is Teresa, but she even remembered that just right off the bat. And it was the best time ever. So if you guys ever looking for a channel where, it seemed like to me that I'd be sitting there with a grandmother or. Well, not grandmother, because she reminded me of the kind of good feeling I would get from my grandmother or Brad's grandmother. That kind of a good feeling. If you guys ever looking for if you're a crafter and stuff, or you just want to chit-chat, go check her out, Jan Carruthers. She's got a YouTube channel, and that's what it's called. She sells a lot of her work. She sells it very inexpensively and stuff on Etsy. And she is just a doll. And I had the best time. I did. I really had the best time. So, and the only other thing I want to talk about is, let's talk about painting on different surfaces. Those of you that paint, whether you're doing acrylic pours, maybe you're just kind of dabbling here and there, I don't care what your skill level is. If you'd like to maybe start maybe a once a week thing where we maybe you guys throw out different surfaces you'd like to see painted on. And then maybe, how they'd have the stitch-alongs, the cross-stitchers and stuff. I know my best friend Linda does a lot of those and stuff. But maybe it'd be fun to have, where we set that, within a week's time, maybe we decide we're going to paint a bottle, right? And, you get to pick whatever medium you like to work in. And then, you know, everybody would, like, maybe post progress pictures. And then, you know, like the next Friday or something, we show how they turned out. No judgment, no fighting, no drama or anything. So let me know what you think about that. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. Remember that I love you guys, and I do cherish your friendship so much. You guys mean a lot to me. You guys cheer me on when I'm not feeling too hot and stuff like today. But I'm still smiling, and I'm gonna get over this. I am. I'm gonna get over this, and I'm gonna get well. So love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye.